Hey peeps, so I've just been out for a nature walk to clear my mind and stop overthinking. So it really worked. I've got green all over my sleeves because I climbed a tree. I love climbing trees. I've realised this is one thing that brings me joy and I want to do more of. I'm going to do more of. So you can probably see I've got mud all up my legs. Oh, you can't see. It's a bit dark in my room because I've got loads of washing hanging up. But yeah, my little leggy footies, nice and muddy, because I decided to just go barefoot. Barefoot always helps me feel a lot. So yeah, barefoot always helps me to feel a lot better, and it's very grounding and soothing and connecting with the raw power of nature, and just it releases all the energy, the negative energy, and well, actually I think it's like positive ions or something, and then we soak up the negative ions to balance out or something. But anyway, I feel like it's all the negativity is released out of me and positive energy is being soaked up, and like the wisdom of nature and divine Gaia, and just reconnecting to what is true and what is real, and connecting to everything, because we are everything and we're all one. So it's like coming back to that oneness and that abundance, and just to know that everything is okay and everything, just breathe. Ooh, so yeah, so as you can hear, it's raining loads, so that was stopping me from going out, but then I just thought I need to get out, so went out. And then yeah, just embraced the rain, took my shoes off, squidged my toes in the mud, and it felt amazing. And yeah, climbing a tree barefoot felt amazing. And this guy walked past and he was like, "You alright?" Which I always get when I'm in nature, being at one with nature. People are always like, "You alright?" "Yeah, I'm great, mate, thanks, how are you?" And he was like, "Cool." Obviously thought I was some weirdo. But yeah, I kept nice and warm with my coat on, but I sort of rolled up my shorty things, trouser things, into shorty things. And yeah, and then I just walked along the paths that I normally walk along, all muddy, squidging my toes, and then I got to this grassy bit and there was this big muddy puddle, so I just thought, I'm jumping in this puddle, and I jumped in the puddle and mud splashed everywhere, and it was awesome, and a bit went in my eye and I was like, oh. And then I was like, this is fun, so I just carried on jumping in the mud. And yeah, and then I remembered, I was trying to remember what brought me joy when I was a child, and I stopped trying to do that at some point, I think when I got all into doing activism, and that was my main focus. But now I'm going to go back to what brings me joy and what helps my inner child. So yeah, so then I was just jumping around in the mud and looking up at the skies of the rain and being grateful and thankful, and just yeah, dancing around like a crazy person. And I was singing in the rain, and then making my own words up. I'm stomping in the mud and all this. I was just doing some jumping jacks and swinging around and loving it. So yeah, I was just embracing the moment and embracing the rain. And normally I'm like, oh, it's raining, I can't go out, but I'm gonna go out more now in the rain because I loved it. And next time I'm not going to take my coat because I felt like that was holding me back, and I'd have just liked to just get drenched, wanted to just get fully naked and dance in the rain and roll in the mud. But yeah, that might have been a bit extreme on the Bowl Hills. But there was hardly anyone there, so I saw that guy, and then I saw a woman at the end when I went to stand on my little rock that's like the rock from Lion King. And I stood on the edge of that, and I was doing a bit of stretching and a bit of yoga, and she looked at me like I was a bit weird, all wrapped up when I was there, like just barefoot on this rock, stretching it out. But yeah, it's fun to just be a bit daft and a bit silly and embrace nature, and it just always brings me back but then as soon as I step out back into the concrete, I feel the change straight away, and it's making me think I want to live in nature, or not even think, like, no, that is what I want, that's what's going to bring me joy. I need to be closer to nature, because I do love Sheffield and the city, but I just want to wake up every day in nature, baby, and be like, feels so good to be alive. Yeah, even though I'm like that anyway, it does feel good to be alive. We've got to remind ourselves that. Check out Infinite Waters Diving Deep, because I stole that a little bit off of Ralph Smart. But yeah, nature just heals, and it just feels right, and I had my feet in the mud, like, yeah, this is what it's about. This is it. This is lush. And the rain, and then I took my hair down and just let it get soaked by the rain, and I just felt blessed, and it washed everything away, and yeah, it reminded me of when you're in the ocean and you come out the ocean, and my feet had gone numb from being really cold, but it was cool, and I was just carefully treading, and nature's a beautiful thing, and I need to be in it more. It's the only place that I can just be, because everywhere else there's distractions, and like you can't really be distracted in nature unless you got your phone with you, but I left my phone behind. And yeah, but even then when I was there, I was thinking like, oh well, I'm going to tell everyone about this when I get back, and then I was like, no, be in the moment, don't think about what you're going to do after you're here, because then you're not here, just be present. So then that's just before I found the mud and started just jumping in the mud. And then I wasn't thinking then, I was just enjoying it and being muddy. And then I was thinking about, when you're a kid and you made like mud pies, and I was thinking, why don't we make mud pies anymore? Why don't we make little potions? I used to get petals and twigs and stuff, and me and my friend Nina would go in her garden, because her garden was like a forest, and we'd go in there and we'd make little potions out of petals and random stuff, and it was just fun, and it wasn't for any reason or to accomplish anything. It's just to be and just enjoy, and I don't know, you're not thinking about what you're doing, you're just like, oh yeah, fun times. And that's what it's like when you're a kid. So I think we should all remember and try to be more like we were when we were kids, because we're all a lot happier when we were kids. And yeah, it's just a lot of more fun being silly and daft and all these things, and adventuring. I just love adventuring. So also thank you to my dad, because he's made me an adventurer. And I was thinking about all the times we go in the woods and mess about and just like explore, and yeah, I used to love that. But then as a teenager, then I'd be like, oh, as we are when we're teenagers. But then when you get back into adulthood, when you get into adulthood, then you're like, oh, well, what happened? And then you're trying to remember what made you happy when you were a kid, to then go back to that. So, yeah, it's just about joy and living joy and, being a bit crazy. And even though this is my new coat, and I don't know if you can see, I got it all muddy on the tree. So the tree looked black where it had rained on it, and it looked amazing, and I was like, I need to climb you. I could see how to get up there. So I was just climbing away, but then it was covered in this green moss, which was then all over the white bits of my coat, and I almost was like, oh no, but then I was like, oh, it's just a coat and I can wash it. And then just carried on. And, why are we so precious about these things? Life is for living, and we forget that sometimes, because we're so busy thinking about living that we forget to actually live. So glad I went out and got in the rain and got down and dirty, because it was fun. So walking barefoot is great for grounding. Cleansing ourselves in the rain is great for refreshing. And yeah, just remembering our inner child and our inner wisdom and nature's wisdom. And yeah, so forget your thoughts, just go into nature and be like, yeah boy, and yeah, enjoy it. Enjoy, 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 enjoy. Be enjoy. Yeah. So I'm gonna have a nice bath now, I think, to warm myself up. And I might play some piano because I've not done that in a while, and it's just fun. I don't try and learn anything. I just like playing about, and it's nice. So yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. Love you loads. Peace. Have a beautiful, wonderful day, and embrace the rain. You know, when we embrace, it's whatever. We give power to things, so we could be mardy that it's raining, or could just enjoy it and embrace it, and then you're enjoying and embracing it. So we can be whatever we want to be. So just be happy if you want to be happy. It's that simple, guys. Just gotta change your environment maybe and change your attitude, and it's all good in the hood, homie. So yeah, love you guys. Bye. Peace. Sending lots of love and sparklies to you.